There's a rusted Chevy sitting on blocks in a field outside Wichita, where the wind cuts through the wheat like a jagged frozen salt. That's where I learned to hold a flashlight steady in the dark, while my daddy cursed a strip boat and tore my world apart. I was 10 years old and shaking, grease stained on my skin, just praying if I stood still enough he'd finally let me in. But the back door always slammed and mama washed the plates, staring out the window, resigned to both our fate. She never packed a bag, she never raised her hand to stop the blow. And I learned that love is silence and you reap just what you sow. Now there's 35 candles burning on a store-bought cake, and I'm smiling for the camera, for my daughter's sake. I know I'm breathing air that better men have lost, but I can't stop counting up the invisible cost. I'm a square pegging around old everywhere I stand, just a useless shadow of a Kansas country man. I try to build a castle, but I only build a wall, and 35 years of climbing just means further I can fall. I traded dusty gravel for the concrete of the city street, thinking if I changed the scenery I wouldn't feel defeat. But these office walls are thinner than the barnwood used to be, and I talk until I'm hoarse, but no one hears a word from me. I invite them out for drinks, I try to learn the game, but I see the way they look away when someone says my name. It's like I'm wearing neon signs that say don't waste your time. So I drive home in traffic, convinced that I'm the crime. I fix the leaking faucet, I pay the bills on time, but I'm drowning in the shallow end of a life that's doing fine. My little girl is 12, now she got a fire in her eye. She thinks her daddy hung the moon and pinned up all the stars. And my wife, she holds my hand when the night gets cold and deep. She tells me that I'm worthy while I pretend to fall asleep. God, I love them more than oxygen, they're the only things that shine. But the guilt sits in my stomach like a poison bitter wine, because they deserve a captain, not a sailor lost at sea. They deserve a man who's unbroken, not a shattered mess like me. I try to run the race, I try to break the curse, but every time I try to fix it, I just make it worse. I can still hear the gravel crunching under daddy's heavy boots. I can feel the shame of realizing I can't outrun my roots. I wanted to be important, I wanted to be seen, I wanted to scrub the dirty parts and finally make them clean. But the dirt is in the marrow and the fear is in the bone, and you can be surrounded by a crowd and still be die alone. So I blow out all the candles and I make the same old wish, that I wasn't such a burden, that I wasn't such a risk. I hug my daughter tight and I tell her daddy's here, and I hide the shaking in my hand so she won't see the fear. 35 years of trying to prove I take up rightful space, 35 years of searching for a single friendly face. I'm the boy from Kansas with a bruised and battered heart, just waiting for the people I love to realize they should depart. Yeah, the wheat fields wave goodbye, the city sirens cry. 35 years gone by, and I'm still just one